Hey Super 4th graders, we're going to be doing your words this week that have lots of plurals. Now the plurals this week have some unusual rules. So I wanted to go over the plural information first. So we will add an S to the end of words, and it will say this when it's following an unvoiced consonant. Unvoiced is like the T sound, not the voiced D sound. We'll add an S at the end of words, and it will say the Z sound when the word ends in a voiced consonant or a vowel, because vowels are also voiced. So a voiced consonant or vowel will add the S, but it will say the Z sound, which is the voiced. So voiced follows voiced. If the word ends in a X, which is the X, the S, Z, Ch, Sh, or J sound, we will add the ES, and it will say S. So it will say the short E sound and the S. And then just looking over your list, we don't have any that have a Y at the end of the word, of the base word that is, so we won't have to worry about this part of the plural. Now some of the words that you have on your list are unusual, so I've got them grouped by the plural type, if that makes sense. So let's jump into our list. The first word is going to be cliff. Cliff. C-L-I-F. Now I wanted to tell you about the floss rule. You double the F, L, or S at the end of a one-syllable word. Remember, one syllable only has one vowel sound when it follows a single short vowel. It is a single short vowel, so we double the F. Cliff. That's why there's two F's, because of the floss rule. You double the F, L, or S at the end of a one-syllable word when it follows a single short vowel, like I. Now, the F is an unvoiced consonant, so we'll add the S, and it will say the S sound. So the suffix is the ending, so the ending is the S, and it says the S sound. The next word is cuff. There's a cuff on my shirt. Cuff. C-U-F. That's a short single vowel. You double the F, L, or S at the end of a single syllable word when it follows a single short vowel. And is an unvoiced consonant. We just add the S, and it says the S sound. Cuffs. My shirt has two cuffs. Now the next words that I have grouped together all have the F at the end of a word, just like these, but some of them have the L in front of the F and others don't. On my list, I don't have them grouped like that, but on the video, I'm going to, just so it'll make it easier for following the pattern. So the first one I'll do is themselves. The base word is themself. Them, self. Now, here's the easiest way to look at this. When the F, well, remember the floss rule? You double the L, the F, L, or S at the end of a one-syllable word. Well, themself, that's two vowel sounds, so that's two syllables. And the F is not following the single short vowel, it's following the L. So we do not double the F. What we need to do is to make themselves plural, you change the F to a V and add ES, but the ES says the Z sound. Themselves. It's not saying, remember this card? Let me pull this up. The ES is not saying S. The ES is saying the Z. Just like when you change the Y to an I and add ES, you change the F to a V and add ES, and it says the Z sound. Themselves. The next base word we'll do is half. H-A-L-F. That is a silent L. Half. We need to make it plural. We change the F to a V and add ES. Halves. It says the Z sound. Halves. The next ones do not have the L and the F, like life, life. More than one life is lives. Change the F. We also have to get rid of that silent E. Change the F to a V and add ES, and it says Z. Now the E is doing two different things, because the I still needs a silent E to help it make its long sound. I, life, to lives. So this E is also jumping over the V, because remember these are gone now. Jumps over the V to help it make it say its I sound. And it's part of the ES ending, the plural ending. So if you want to rewrite it over here, off to the side, since you have room, lives. The next word is going to be leaf, L-E-A-F, leaf. More than one leaf is leaves. Change the F to a V and add ES, and it says the Z sound. Leaves. The next word is loaf, like a loaf of bread. Loaf. We want to make it more than one. Change the F to a V and add ES, and it says the Z sound. Loaves of bread. Now, you can't always say, because there's an F at the end or an LF, that I'm going to change it to a V and add the ES. Unfortunately, there are some exceptions. In our book, the word is hoof, like the foot of a horse is called a hoof. In your spelling book, in the spelling list, it says that you leave the F alone and you add the S, and it says the S sound. That is an acceptable way of making that word plural. There's another way, because on the dictionary apps that I was looking at, an acceptable way of making this word plural is you drop the F, H-O-O, you drop the F, change it to a V, and add the ES. Hooves. So it's either hoofs or hooves, and that says the Z. Both of those are acceptable ways of making it plural. Your teacher will tell you which way that they want you to do these words for plural, especially that word. And the next one, that is the exception to the pattern we've been doing, is belief. Belief. If you have more than one belief of what you think is true, belief, you add the S and it says the S sound. So you can either remember this one by heart and this one by heart because they do not follow the drop the F, change it to a V, and add the ES. Because these you leave the F and you just add S and it says the S because it's following an unvoiced consonant. Alright, I'm going to stop the video now because we're about to switch to a different pattern of adding plurals, and I don't want the video to get too long for you. I'll see you back in a little bit for the next part.